What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CUBREACTS on a Friday morning. We are jumping right into the thick of it. Loads of new bits to get into, including this brand new Joeboy album. Really excited to check out this track. It goes by the name Normally, and it's featuring two really cool additional artists, Benson alongside Odumodublvck. Really excited to see how these three kind of combine and what they do together. In general, it's been interesting watching all of these different artists kind of morph their way into Afrobeats as a genre, and Joeboy is someone that's been at the heart of it for quite a hot minute now. So yeah, excited to see how it sounds. As always, if you're new to the channel, do make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on, of course, as well. Let's jump into it and see how it sounds.
Oh, I think I drank too much.
Very warm elements on this. The bass line is palpable.
See my bros, them turn up, get my brother. Feel like shit, no, and I'm Montana. Roll my J, go about my day, no. But I like stress and I know like drama.
So it's a really nice kind of juxtaposition of sounds. You've got that very kind of, again, moogie, sweeping kind of bass element. You've then got these kind of more playful chords going over the top. It does feel like quite a rainy backdrop, and you've got those sort of rain sounds in there as well. And then you've got this really kind of sweet introductory vocal appear. So yeah, really, like a real combination of things, and you don't quite know where you are emotionally listening.
The club is a champagne shower. Only see blessings, never see hour. Can't understand there's a higher power. And we special, and we not do no money, 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 no
instantaneously recognizable as well.
No money, 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 no money.
That's what I like about this so far, is that it is a catchy tune. It's designed clearly to have a catchy element to it. The fact the instrumental itself is so stripped back, and the leading kind of melodic element is actually the vocal. Whenever you hear a tune like that, the odds are it's going to be catchy. You've got a lot less for your ears to remember, a lot less for your ears to process as you're listening live. I found myself singing along to the chorus. I haven't heard this tune before, so if that makes sense, like, it naturally pulls you in. You can tell where the tune's going to go. There's a storytelling element to it, and you can see the path ahead of you a lot of the times. And sometimes that's a good thing, and sometimes the unpredictability of the opposite is a good thing. It's a good thing on this one that you can kind of tell where it's going to go.
Program we know they finish. Now why we they born trees, the shaky spirit. Remember when we no care, so would you believe it? Man, I got a couple friends to confirm the lyrics. You wouldn't believe it, no man, it go surely better. Now and they singing my song like even chaka chaka. Now we living better. No more jaga jaga. Oluwa blessing my face, so I'm moving papa.
Let's go, Benson.
Hallelujah. Push a chance in this year, my root up. If not right now, man, I go see you later. Not if you to shake me.
Again, the coolest thing about Benson for me is just that unique vocal tone that he possesses. He's able to turn that into, I don't know, a really nice kind of soundscaping, texturing tool where you can layer that on top of everything else, and it gives it a completely different feel. And I think that's something that he knows as well, which is why he's really good on the feature side of things. He's always able to pop up and provide that little additional dash of juice. He's great on a solo tune, don't get me wrong, and I know there's a lot of disparity around Benson doing solo work, but he works on a solo kind of front for me, but also he does have a real talent at changing how a collaboration sounds. That's my thoughts on it.
Physically, I be like person with drink and go. Spiritually, my charges they block off follow show. Fuck up any flow, modu go turn up any show. Kata kata ranger, all gonna be cool. Anytime we pull up, them go no pressure. Yakele they hustle for my bone. Leisure, pleasure. When I use it as a weapon, the thing they be like, see our body done the tremor.
Odumo is turning up on this and absolutely killing it. I love his vocal tone, man. I love the fact that it is a deeper vocal texture, but he doesn't lose any kind of skippiness for it. Often, more deeper toned rappers don't tend to be as skippy, and the reason for it is because the vocal, like the actual cadence, almost covers up a lot of the technicality of rapping when people are a bit skippier. Whereas Odumo is able to, he's able to kind of do both, which is really cool. He's able to maneuver with skippy flow patterns without it sounding like too kind of jumbled, which is difficult to do when you do have a deeper voice. If anyone does, it's crazy.
Many men to many men to and I believe men them Normally I bad, diligent soldier mode covered by the spirit. Joeboy settle for your glory, would you roll it up? Take 10 talks before a lock come here me toss. Idiot. Nobody go before their call.
Get my brother, feel like shit, no one a Montana. Oh my J, go about my game, no, but I like stress and I know.
You hear though, the instrumental itself is so stripped back melodically. You've got these kind of glistening kind of chord progressions and patterns going on in the background and just kind of almost instrumental shivers. But behind that, the main thing is actually the vocal that's providing the melody for the tune. The bass line is huge as well. It covers a real kind of range in the low end. It's an interesting arrangement, man.
When we hit the club, it's a champagne shower. Only see blessing, never see hour. Can't understand there's a higher power. And we special, every night do no money, 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 no money. Yeah, yeah, man, no money, no money, no money, no money, no money, no money, no money.
And that's the thing. The sign of the catchy record for me has always been, do you find yourself singing along to it without trying to? That's like the mark of it. And I'm doing it. So that's what they've achieved with this already. Something super, super catchy. And I think this is actually a great introduction to this Joeboy project because Joeboy makes catchy tunes. That's like a big thing of his whole approach. Everything you listen to of his, it has a sing-along factor. So yeah, cool stuff.
Joeboy on deck.
Joeboy normally featuring Benson and Odumodublvck. Very, very cool combination and collaborative energy on this one. Really like Benson's verse. I love the way he arrives and just changes the texture and timbre of the tune. I love the fact that Odumo is just being himself and you can really hear the quality of his rap approach becoming more and more apparent on every single thing we hear him on. And of course, Joeboy providing those super catchy vocal melodies all the way through this one. It's an interesting tune to say the least. I do like the instrumental. I like the fact that it is stripped back and that bass line is so prominent and kind of pulsating around the low end. Overall, a really good introduction to this brand new Joeboy project, which we of course are going to be scouring through over the coming days. As always, friends, if you did enjoy this as a reaction, do make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on as well, making sure you are leaving a like, leaving a comment and all of that good stuff, and we shall see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, Cam TV. Stay locked.
Welcome to Cubs Clubhouse, live on Brighton's premier platform for new music. Platform B.